In this video we have come to Devon with our Jack Russell dog to visit the Jack Russell pub amongst other places.
But there's more to it than just the Jack Russell pub. So Titch is a Jack Russell, and just over the road is St James's Church, where the Reverend John or Jack Russell was actually the vicar 47 years. I know. Yeah. But he had a bitch called Trump, who was a brown and white terrier. I think she was a fox terrier, or very closely related to a fox terrier, and he wanted to create sort of the perfect hunting dog.
Perfect hunting dog, did you do?
And he had Trump, and he had some lineage from Trump that became the Jack Russell Terrier, and the Parsons Jack Russell Terrier I think is the other. There's two that are very closely related, but there's not a direct lineage from Trump into recent times. So I think that's probably why they struggle with crusts and whatnot, because they're not a very established breed in that context.
Damn the fact they're maniacs.
But there is that. I mean,
or maybe it's just ours.
We were looking at the Wikipedia, weren't we? And we did have to laugh because it said that the Reverend Jack Russell said that his terriers never drew blood. Never
drew blood, did you do? Can you imagine?
But it's amazing.
That was her head.
It's amazing how strong that urge is within these dogs, because she will still hunt rabbits or anything like that. She will still hunt
even though
them.
She's old and wobbly and her legs don't work properly.
But from a family perspective for me, so we're in North Devon, we're in Swimfield, is that where we are?
Swimfield.
Swimfield.
I think. Yeah.
Yes. We're in Swimfield, and we're not far from a place called North Malton. North Malton is actually where my grandmother was born, and we've always had Jack Russells, and I didn't quite appreciate until I got a bit older the relevance of us having Jack Russells. It's because they were the local dog. So Titchy is not my
Do you feel like a local? Nope. Mostly bewildered, she says. This grass is clearly fake.
She's not my first Jack Russell. We've always had them. We had Scruffy, who lived to about 23. He may have been even older because we found him on the side of the road, and we had Reg. And then Titchy, who's been with us, with the family for 16 and a bit years. So
impressive. Look at that handsome Belingo over there. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, what a nice Belingo. Even Diego has a bit of lineage here because he's quarter Jack Russell.
Well, there we go.
So yes. Yeah. But yeah, he was the Reverend over there.
He's not impressed.
For 47 years. And then we have the Jack Russell Inn over here. So I think everybody should bring their Jack Russells as homage.
Indeed.
Good morning, everybody. You join us as we're just pulling away from, Crossways
Country Caravan and Camping Park, I think, or something like that. As you can see, August, and it's almost empty, which has been a bit weird.
But lovely park. We had a really good welcome when we got here. The owners
lovely people.
Very kindly gave us milk, because they said, you've been in the car for hours, so you don't want to be going out again. And they also showed us to our pitch as well, which was nice, and talked us through where everything is, toilets and showers and whatnot, just over there.
The block itself is quite old, but in a good way. Everything's just solidly built and nice.
Yep, and it's really clean. Everything's really, really clean. The ground's really well kept. You've got a good fridge freezer for your freezer packs. You've got a laundry as well. Yeah, so all really well kept, really clean.
I like how you're talking to camera but not showing your face.
I know. There's a fridge freezer, big fridge freezer. There is a
Crossway Country Park. They seem to
Crossway Country Park. Oh, hang on.
Where are your glasses, by the way?
Ooh, good question. So we're about 4 miles from Barnstable. In North Devon.
I've just realised I need my sat nav, which is on this camera.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have a little chat here. Nobody's going to come on.
No. There's no one here. It's really quiet.
Yeah. Lovely park, lovely people, good facilities, showers were good, good pressure, which is important. There's nothing worse than the shower.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth acknowledging. So, someone was saying, what do you do for toilet and shower facilities? You don't seem to have any, and it's true, we don't. And I'm not interested in having facilities, to be honest. We have a lovely relationship, but there's some level of intimacy I just don't want to go near, and that's pooing in a cupboard.
Do you know, I think it's the Cardinal or the Crusader has a toilet.
No gracias, I'm perfectly happy. So we do have to walk to a toilet block. Sometimes it's quite close, sometimes it's a little bit further. I had to get up at 1 o'clock this morning, although that was mostly because of a certain dog who's enjoying her new dog bed very, very much indeed. Just checking we haven't got address labels on that, we're all right. Yeah, she's enjoying the experience a lot.
So we're about 4 miles from Barnstable, North Devon. Absolutely tons to do in North Devon, absolutely tons. We went to the Jack Russell pub last night.
We did. Well, we've already filmed that. It was like the first section of this video. Yeah.
And lovely pub. I mean, we didn't have food there, but good prices on the alcohol as well.
And it smelled delicious.
The food smelled fabulous.
We're now heading to Combe Martin, which is also
home
in
of
North
the
Devon.
Wildlife and Dinosaur Park.
Yeah, it's about half an hour away. We might be grabbing some supplies on the way, but I need to fire up the sat nav to work out where we're going. So without further ado, we shall do that. So obviously you need stuff as you're travelling around. We are frequenting Home Bargains, and I'm hoping Miss Hubnut does not buy yet more lighting. We have enough. Oh, she might be going to Dunelm down there, because we've decided what would be really good is a crate, preferably one on wheels, for doing stuff like taking your washing up to the washing up place, because sometimes it can be a bit of a distance away. But I've got other things to worry about, because while we did a light check before I left site, if I do the right indicator, oh well and good, that's bleeping nicely. If I did the left indicator, no bleep, which suggests it isn't working. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Let's put the hazards on. And if we come to the back of Bob, we are indeed only flashing on one side. Pardon the expression. I do think I probably, sorry about the wind. We probably need to change Bella's electrics, because we're finding generally we're having to wiggle things to try and get it to work. So we might have to put a new socket on Bella. But I've got some electrical contact cleaner that I purchased at the start of this trip, because again we were having connection issues, and I'm going to give that a go first of all. Yeah, it's all a bit corroded in there, but I've given it a good old squirt. That's dripping away. I've also done the socket as well, but again you can't see it now because I've just used the contact cleaner, but there is a build-up of green death going on in there. Let's try there. Can we see there? There we go. So yeah, a little brass brush would be handy to try and clean those up. Well, not sure where to get one of those on the fly. Now sure enough, that has done the trick. We are flashing in all the correct places. So yeah, that's job for now. I might have just to keep doing that a few times on the way back home. So I guess it's tempting, and especially in the way we film things, we only tend to film the relaxing, chilling out side of things. But really there's an awful lot of work on these trips. So yesterday I was with Chop's Garage. I was filming with him pretty much all day. But even before that, I'd edited a video just after breakfast and got that uploaded via my new mobile data package. And Miss Hubnut was packing merchandise. We've got the Shemmy shirts here that we've bought with us, so we can deal with orders for those, because we'd put them on the shop thinking we were going to get the shirts a bit earlier than we did, and we didn't want to leave people another week waiting for orders, so we bought those with us, and confused the local post office yesterday by suddenly dumping a fair bit of merch on them to send off. So yeah, it's not always a relaxing, idyllic experience. We're very, very lucky that we can do this and effectively call it work, and really enjoying it. It just takes me back to the Croatia trip, the New Zealand trip, just the freedom of the road, not necessarily knowing from one day, well maybe from one day to the next, but you know, we're off to a new place today. We only booked 2 days ago, and you're just like, well yeah, we'll end up somewhere and we'll see what it's like. And yeah, it's bringing back that absolute joy that I've missed so much. I love that. But I acknowledge my life has changed now, a fair bit more responsibility in it with children. We've got to ensure the children have their good life, so they, you know, have no problems getting to school. They are able to go to after school events, all that sort of thing, which ties me back to Mid Wales for very much of the time. And it certainly stops us travelling as a family while they're at school. But yeah, it's nice. I think this is going to be a taste of things to come on the channel, but probably not for a few years. But yeah, I would love to do a lot more travelling and get back on the continent with our rig, and yeah, really do some serious exploring. But there's so much to see here in the UK and possibly over in Ireland, so we don't have to go mega miles. There's stuff to find all the time, albeit, you know, everywhere you go now there's a bland retail park that looks much the same wherever you go. I could be in Coventry for all it looks at the moment. But yeah, it's It is nice because I think we unwind more with Bob than we do when we're at home. And at home especially, it's very hard to turn off. I think I'm a little more inclined here to put down the phone and stop reading the comments a little bit, maybe. And yeah, try and just rest the brain somewhat, which is also important. We can't just think work all the time, any more or less than anyone else can, so it's not healthy. But yeah, very enjoyable. And there were some other things. I'm trying to think of comments that have come up, but it'll probably be worth answering in a video, so I might go and have a nose and come back to you. Ah yes, some of the kit we're using. Here is our Vango Pinnacle, apparently 57 litre 80 hours chiller, and that has really been a great bit of kit, although we had a bit of a issue overnight where some of the ice melted and it pulled in the bottom, and we'd made the mistake of putting the food at the bottom and the ice above. That turns out to be a bad move. Ice below, so the food is sitting above, because when the ice melts you get water and then you just soak and ruin your food. We only lost 2 pizzas, so it's not all bad, and in theory they were probably alright because they were in plastic wrapping, but yeah, I wasn't very happy about it. Oh, Miss Hubnut has returned.
Hello.
And what have you purchased?
A dustpan and brush.
Ooh,
I know, right?
luxury.
A double fitted sheet.
Ooh.
And floor wipes.
Aha, yeah, floor wipes. Ever so essential with a dog who's not always the best. One of the key reasons for having our camper is if a dog makes a mess in our camper, we deal with it. It's our camper, we're not so fussed. In fact, she hasn't actually been that bad in the camper.
No, because she can be out all the time, which is great. You know, she really enjoys it, and it's less.
And that's another advantage. If we can see she's suddenly got very needy, we can not quite throw her out the door, but the door is just there. We can get her outside in seconds.
We do not condone throwing 16-year-old terrors.
Don't eat dogs. Whereas if you're in a building, you know, you've got to get her to the door first of all, and then try and get her outside, and it's not always direct out to somewhere a dog can do what it needs to do. So yeah, really all this camping extravagance is driven by an old dog.
Yeah. Well, no, we love it. The offshoot is that we absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I think it's an unexpected development on the channel. I know people are stressing, saying get back to the tinkering. This is just a blip. This is the summer holidays. Not actually a holiday for us. We're working even when we're on the road, but it does give us a chance to actually travel together, which we won't be able to do once school is back in again.
Well, weekends we can do, but don't forget, she's got GCSEs.
GCSEs. So very serious business.
She's already been harassing me. Actually, I do need to call the school.
Okay, well you call the school and find out what's going on with that.
Okay.
She's in year 10, but we're confused as to whether she gets any exam results.
We're not. Actually, I'm not going to say anything because she'll kill me.
She will absolutely kill you. Yeah. Right, onwards. So Bob's up at our next campsite. It's very fresh. They still appear to be building it. The toilet block is functional, but still very much, oh sorry for the wind, in progress. But if we come inside, things have changed a great deal. We've got the roof bit up. Yeah. We don't think we've done it entirely right.
Shall I tell you what I think it might be?
What's that?
Is that this is a 2001 to 2003 curtains, tarp, etc. And in the 2002 it's a slightly different design. So when we were thinking about this, I thought we might have a sag.
Yeah. Oh well, it works.
It's over the wardrobe,
and it's stopping the heat bearing down on us.
And it's only sagging over the wardrobe.
Yeah.
So.
We've got this bedroom at the wrong end as well, because that's got a wide section there, which is so the zip doesn't open into the back of the wardrobe. But learning all the time, and to be honest, we don't really care.
No, we don't care.
We had the flat down last night, and it made a huge difference. It got quite cool last night.
These pods, it's only cotton.
Yeah.
You would not think very much.
Makes such a difference.
But absolutely fantastic. The other thing that we found really good is our little lamp, which we'll have to show you.
Oh yes.
Yes.
We'll do that out. Lighting variously. We've only just arrived. We're still very much getting set up.
Yes.
But yeah, loads of fresh air pouring through here. Lovely.
That's superb, our little Bob.
Now I may take the mickey out of Miss Hubnut and the fact she cannot be trusted in a home bargains, but this lamp, which charges off a USB cable, is magnificent. You don't got to worry about wiring. Even if we're remote somewhere with no power, we still have illumination. It's brilliant. The stove we're less sure of. That can be a little bit too exciting And I managed to melt the spout the other day because the flames were just coming around the side of the kettle. It's a little unpredictable, not very adjustable. Was that a cheapie from Aldi?
No, that was Amazon, that one.
Oh,
But
Amazon.
it was your basic one. Although, talking about Aldi, they've got a double one with a grill right now at £25.
Talking of Aldi, she says, in her Aldi hoodie. This lady has no shame, she likes Aldi.
Hashtag not sponsored by Aldi.
Yeah, but it is very snuggly.
It is a lovely
Titch is enjoying her new bed by looking like she's died and fallen out of it. That's pretty standard for Titch. But yeah, it's a more relaxing day today, hasn't it? It's been really nice.
We are at a campsite that has the most middle class honesty shop you've ever seen.
Oh yes,
it's superb. So you can go and get yourself a fire pit for £5 a night, including logs.
Oh, that's not bad actually.
But yeah, there's an honesty shop, and it's got the things you would anticipate. It's got things like toothpaste and shampoo and, you know, basic bits like that. And then it's got hummus, smoked cheddar, chutneys and posh crackers. I think it's brilliant.
Yes. Bob by night. Well, hello and welcome to another day down here in Devon. We're currently heading off to Lynton and Lynmouth, but we're only driving to one of those places. Just passing Paracombe, apparently. So it's going to be a day of gentle exploration. I've got a video going live tonight, but otherwise we're trying to actually have a bit of a break today. It's been pretty full on lately. Well, we had a bit of a crash out yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so yeah, busy old times, but just lovely down here in Devon. It's going to be busy, hellishly busy. We've already encountered some traffic, and we're only a few miles away. But yeah, lovely part of the world. It has rained overnight. It was very drizzly this morning, which was a bit miserable. So having to walk to the toilet block, not so much fun when it's raining, but all part of the camping fun, I guess. It's fun.
And in today's exciting news,
do you want to show yourself revealing this exciting news? Just turn the camera on.
In today's exciting news, a Conway Challenger has appeared on park, and I think it must be about the same age as Bob, because it's got the white curtains and everything that Bob should have.
Yeah, and the dark red.
Yeah, the dark red.
Yes, someone has been very excited about this.
Who walked past it twice before I even got there once?
I was just going to the toilet.
Just casual.
Yeah.
Just casual. But yeah, that's very exciting, and it's in lovely condition. I don't know if it's that's their first tarpaulin, and I think there's about 5 of them sleeping in there, so kudos to them, although we will mention they do have an awning.
Yeah.
So we're headed towards Lynton and Lynmouth. Lynmouth, I believe, is called Little Switzerland. And you'll see why. It's got very alpine looking in nature, isn't it?
Yeah. We've passed through before when we had Cecily, the C5.
Oh, we did.
And there's Porlock Hill, which we had to climb in Cecily with a slightly worn out clutch, which was slightly nervy.
Comtisbury Hill, which we'll say very carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we might be going on the vernacular railway today, which is powered by water. There aren't many that are powered by water, are there?
No, I mean powered isn't quite the word, is it? It's a gravity system.
It's a gravity thing, yeah.
So they fill the top one with water to make it heavier, and that pulls up the one
down,
at the bottom.
Yeah. It's
very
so
clever.
simple, but so very clever.
Yeah, and in place since 1890.
I
so
know, amazing.
We shall drive to Lynton, which is the upper town, and then we shall go down to Lynmouth, the mouth of the Lynn, presumably. Well, we have reached Lynton, and there's already great excitement. We found a T-plate Yaris, and also up here, look, a Berlingo camper. That's dinky. Doesn't look quite as miserable as an old Roma home on the C15 platform, does it? But yeah, otherwise it's just a sea of moderns. They've got camper parking, which has been taken over by the VWs because, of course, I think they were thinking about, you know, big campers, actual campers, not Volkswagen day vans. But hey, we're going to go and explore Lynton. Miss Hubnut is already walking up the hill with Titch in the buggy. I've got Diego, who's been a good boy. Good boy. And here we go. Look, it's got a library and an IT centre. Ooh. This is a disaster. Cream Teas closed.
Oh. Do you know, I hadn't even thought about cream teas, but that's an essential. We're in North Devon.
We've got to do cream tea. Lovely old church here as well. Shut up, Titch.
With the window.
Yeah. This is a gallery at 500 feet. A contemporary art gallery.
Look, I like the work that's just behind.
Yeah. That's quite funky. Look at that in the background.
School of Fish.
Yeah. Beautiful. So that's painted on the glass and on another piece behind, I think. Will you be quiet? Stop barking at the handbag. This dog is an absolute delight. Valley of Rocks Hotel. I'm not sure I've ever been to the Valley of Rocks.
My aunt used to go all the time when we used to come on holiday down here.
Ah. Wow. Gosh, that is a lot of rooftops. So we just missed the departure. There's the wheel going round. Wouldn't have been encased in plastic back in the day, of course. You can just see the other carriage starting to come up. I think it was 1890 this funicular railway opened. And no power other than the weight of water. Here comes the carriage. Lovely.
So we're here in Lynton and Lynmouth. We're walking between Lynton and Lynmouth. The reason that we're walking is because I'm trying to get Titchy settled down so that we can have a bit more of a relaxing day, because she's woken up and chosen ward today. But Mr. Hubnut and Diego are going down on the vernacular railway. So I'm not sure. I've not actually done this walk. I probably have at some point been dragged down here, but as a child, or up here as a child. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get a good view of the railway. Just as an aside, it is absolutely stunning here. That's Lynmouth down at the bottom.
Now you can hear it, all unseen, filling the water tank. So this is now the heavier one for the run down. You can see where the water comes in at that point at the side. So that's where we're going to be going. But the good news for Diego is it's National Dog Day, free travel for dogs, so that saved £1. There were even some biscuits out for him, but he's not interested. It's all too interesting, isn't it, Diego? Let's go, Diego. Come on, this way. There's the water filling the tank. Just stay down there. Down there, good boy.
Oh, lovely. Looks like Titch and I are going on a poems walk. So we're walking down between Lynton and Lynmouth. It is a little steep, as you can probably imagine, as that is the world's steepest vernacular railway going down there. You've got an amazing view of the railway. You get 3 bridges that you cross and you can see everything. And then you break out into this view. Titch and I are just going to take this on. The camera doesn't quite do the steepness justice.
And this is the view down the bottom. So Lynton all the way at the top, and when it became overcrowded up there, they needed more space, they came down to the bottom, and that's when this cliff railway came into place. So yeah, like I say, 1890 it dates back to. So I came down with Diego on my own because Titch the dog, he's being a shouty idiot today. So Miss Hubnut is walking down. She's been on the railway a number of times. She used to come here very often. as a child. I think I probably went on it as a child, but it's a long time since I was a child and I'm struggling to remember. But we'll go and see if we can find a lesser spotted Miss Hubnut. But yeah, this is the bottom end of town effectively. So that view shows you how steep it is as the next carriage goes on up. Yeah, mightily impressive engineering, especially for the time. This is the walkways around, so you can actually walk across and watch the carriages going up and down. Much the same as the one in Aberystwyth, which seems to go an awful lot slower than that. And this is the view when you get around the corner. Very folksy, and thatched roofs and boats in the little harbour. Very, very nice. And here we are, reunited with an annoyingly shouty dog and Miss Hubnut. How was your walk?
Quite sure in what world I thought that was going to be easy with a buggy.
Oh.
My calf muscles are absolutely on fire.
Much braking.
We did some lovely filming.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Right, should we find some lunch?
Yeah.
Certainly lots of pretty little places to spend your money. This one's got lots of lovely fudge. Look, white chocolate raspberry fudge. Morello Kish. Nutty Nutella. Wow. All sorts. But it's also got this sign. A reminder that Lynmouth flooded in 1952. 34 people lost their lives, and that mud level is where the mud came to, which is about the height of my head. So just imagine the destruction caused by that. This lovely old building. This must have survived. But yeah, very tasty looking food. Interesting. We've been invaded by a Series 1 Land Rover. So today's destination is Ilfracombe, which is another beautifully pretty harbour here on the south coast of England. Much boat activity, boats hurtling around variously. I think that's the form of life, but it might even be a current one. But I believe it does actually do trips. And there we go, coastal and wildlife charters as well. All sorts going on. One of the more controversial aspects of Ilfracombe is right behind me. That is Verity, and don't really pick up the detail from this distance. It's a statue by Damien Hirst, so of course it's controversial. It's a pregnant woman standing on books making a baby, and very anatomically detailed it is as well. But yeah, beautiful spot. We're having a really nice time here in Ilfracombe. It's not got that postcard prettiness of, say, Lynmouth, where we were yesterday, but the food is not only cheaper, it's a much better quality as well. Some really good eateries here. In fact, there are eateries all over the place. So obviously it's busy, bank holiday weekend, but here we are with the chaotic house. Oh, I see, Titch is having one of her moments. Marvellous. With that little incident overcome, this is the other side of Verity. So yeah, a remarkable sculpture, and a lot of people come to see it, and rightly so. Beautiful piece of work. But yeah, we've got Ilfracombe stretching into the distance over there with Eateries Ahoy. We're not going to do a full review of the town because we've already walked around most of it, and I don't think we're quite up to a second lap. But yeah, definitely an interesting place to visit.
So this is one of my favourite places in the world. This is Ilfracombe Museum. I believe it was one person's collection, and then people have added donations through time. It's tiny, but it's amazing. It's got drawers of insects and all kinds of things. I believe it's volunteer run as well. It's just a brilliant little place. It's very small, but there's just millions of things to see. We highly recommend coming here. Good morning, everybody. You join us here. Where are we? We're near Combe Martin.
Yeah, near Combe Martin. That's probably the easiest thing to say.
What's it called? Something farm.
Yeah, something farm.
Look, guys.
Lower Moor Farm.
Conway Challenger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is probably the curtains, etc., that Bob would have had back in the day. As you can see, they're being white and whatnot. This is probably why they are no longer with Bob. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. Lovely campsite. This has been brilliant. You've got
a pop-up campsite.
Yeah.
So literally building the shower block as we arrive.
Yeah. We got an honesty shop just here, So you've got you can hire fire pits, or there's cold drinks, which has got to be a win on a campsite.
And
ice cream, hummus,
there was
smoked
hummus.
cheddar, crackers. There's a play park just here with a zip wire, which is very cool. And they've got some goal posts as well, so lots of the kids have been playing football, riding their bikes about. As Ian says, it is a pop-up, and when we arrived, I was a bit sceptical because I was first we couldn't see the toilets.
I'm going to have to take my hoodie off. I think it's getting quite mild.
It is mild. Yeah, so I was quite sceptical initially when we arrived.
I'll just take off my Because French hoodie available at the Hubnut store. The second store.
Oh, the Spring it's called now, isn't it?
Spring store.
Spring store. But yeah, the toilets and the showers were all very clean, good shower pressure. It wasn't push button showers, which was a nice change.
Are you just videoing me taking my clothes?
Yeah. The world needs to see this.
Also available. Have we got these in stock? I can't remember.
A few of them.
A few days.
Yeah. Showers were very good, pressure was very good, toilets were very clean.
Pressure did drop off a little throughout the weekend. It started off really good.
See, I thought it was okay.
Well, it's still okay, but the pressure did drop off a little as the site filled up, and it has been very full.
And as a person of restricted growth, I do really like it when you can pull a shower head down. Longmoor Farm Camping, that's where we have been.
Oh, Longmoor, is it?
Longmoor, yes. Longmoor Camping. But yeah, it was a little...
We wanted to go that way.
Oh,
but this way is less...
Okay. It was a really lovely site. Hey, we're 10 minutes before time.
Yeah.
We are getting this blinking packing down. So yeah, it was a really good stay. There was a young gentleman who was running the park, and the hours he was putting in were just
rocky.
Absolute, so many hours, fair play, doing the loos and checking everybody in and everything. It was impressive, very impressive. So we spent a day in Ilfracombe yesterday. We saw Verity. We saw the museum, but we couldn't go in, of course, because we had the hounds with us. But I was pleasantly surprised with the food in Ilfracombe. I'm weak for the seaside. I love ice cream and donuts and all the bad stuff.
It is apparently the best place to go for crab.
Oh, it was beautiful. I had crab-topped fries. We'll show you the restaurant because there'll be probably some B-roll at this point. And they were absolutely divine. I keep thinking about them. Fries were seasoned beautifully. There was a lovely crab sauce on the top, and lots of it. It was plentiful. It was absolutely delicious. And then we went to S&P Fish, and they actually fish for the fish themselves. And I had a pot of crayfish, prawns, mussels and cockles. That was £4.50, huge pot it was, and that was delicious as well. It was just really good, and there were loads of bistros and whatnot down one of the streets, weren't there?
Yeah.
So
plus a very old pub.
A very old pub with me in the doorway. Yeah, I'm not in the doorway now, as you can probably tell. But we are now headed to Magor Services to gather Hublets.
Yeah, and then on to the next camp. This time with 4 of us and 2 dogs.
4 of us and 2 dogs. This is where it's going to get interesting, folks.
Oh,
what do I do?
I don't know. We caught a racing pigeon. Should we have it for dinner? Should we feed it to Titch? So not only have we had a day that unexpectedly involved a pigeon, we were also here a week early. So if we were actually here when we were meant to be here, we wouldn't have met the pigeon. So that was a bit of a mix-up. Yeah, I managed to get my dates very muddled when we booked this several weeks ago. It was when we were down in Horham, wasn't it? Down in Sussex, and yeah, got the dates very muddled. Oops. Very sorry to the people whose pitch we nicked.
How's it going, Dev?
Oh, that's filling up.
Oh, air! Wind, quick! I know!
That's inflating.
Yeah.
Then what do you do?
God. So you get to a certain point and then I think you roll them down.
Yeah, that's good. That's full of air.
So you catch a bit, run, and then... Have you guys read the instructions?
think.
There may be issues.
Here we have little Miss Hubnut attempting the circles technique. Oh, oh, look! And what is Mr. Hubnut doing? What's your technique? Oh!
Yeah, it's as easy as that. And now it's really comfortable. Oh, hello. And then a day at Severn Valley Railway.
I wonder how the shoe would taste if the whole thing like that.
Wheels on the thing.
Very coaly.
Many coals. Another day, another funicular railway.
There's the other one coming back, look. So the white and this one is pulling that one back. Yeah.
There it is.
The little Yaris will park anyway. It's because I'm always down the Yaris, don't we?
And after steam trains, fire.
I think you could do a panorama.
Oh, here it is, a spectacular view. It's quite peaceful here tonight, as you can see.
Yeah, I think we're down to 3. I think there's a couple of seasonals. And
It's the shower block over there. I say shower block, it's got 2 showers in it. They seem perfectly adequate.
Mother is traumatized from the word shower block.
What? What's wrong with it?
nothing's wrong with it. Oh, she's giving secrets away.
Oh no. The lens is here.
I know.
Talk to it. I think this holiday has brought much silliness.
Yeah, it's been lovely. It's been absolutely wonderful, actually. All the different experiences that we've had. These dogs are freezing.
Yeah, the dogs are freezing. Situation dealt with.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. We are at Twin Oaks camping between Kidderminster and Droitwich. Absolutely stunning spot here. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, some holidays
Panoramic.
are over by the look of it. Now everyone's gone.
Yeah, there's three people camping. But yeah, absolutely panoramic views. It's really, really beautiful. Small site, less than 25 pitches. You got toilet block, shower block. There is only one toilet, but
That is a shortcoming,
it
yeah.
was fine actually, and it's very nicely appointed toilet.
It is.
Very nicely appointed and very warm as well.
Yeah, it looks like a shed, but it's got lino flooring. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's also a thing for when you've got portable toilets with them.
Yes.
Yeah, they've
yeah.
actually got fully serviced pitches.
Yeah, fully serviced pitches, which is brilliant. It's been a really nice site, and we met the owner. Excuse me. Morning, Miss Magpie. We met the owner last night, Tom, and we had a chat. He was coming around checking that everybody was okay, which was brilliant. And also, we did mess up on our booking.
We did, and yeah, me. But he was very accommodating for getting that all sorted
really
out.
kind about it. So that was really good. So yeah, another site that we've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And Hublets.
Yeah.
Hello. What do you think?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
We had to top and tail, which was the worst thing of my life, but yeah.
We did give you the option.
We did give you the
setting
option.
up the third
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, but we would be cold otherwise.
But it's true. There you go then.
But yeah. So what have you enjoyed about Bob Life?
The hot chocolate. I enjoy that you can just pretty much sleep whenever you want.
Yeah. He's very comfy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very comfy. And you went to the what railway yesterday?
Severn Valley Railway.
Severn Valley Railway. To watch the trains, didn't you?
Yeah, and meet with
deaf.
my nephews.
I'm deaf because of it now.
Oh.
It was quite
Yeah,
loud.
they were loud apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's been another trip. But
Sam's just decided it's going to go to sleep.
okay. So this kind of marks the end of our summer holiday. Holiday.
Are very much working summer.
Very much. It's been a busman's holiday, but it's been fantastic. I mean, what an environment to be. I'm just giving you a bit more countryside because it really is beautiful here. There was a tower, wasn't there, Ian?
Yes, you can only just see it peeking above the trees. I've forgotten what it's called though. Aberley, I think it was.
Yes, it's
Part
attached to a
of the
school, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a nickname called
Oh, there
Little
we go.
Ben.
Yep, it has. Little Ben.
Oh, for goodness sake. Recenter.
But yes, it's been lovely, and the Hublets have really enjoyed it. And it has been a massive test for Bob for having 4 of us plus the 2 hounds in, and he's done exceptionally well. You don't feel like you're falling over each other in the space. It's been really, really good. I am really impressed with Bob, even more so because when it was just Mr. Hubnut and I travelling around, there was that concern that it might not work. But
Did you just say
it
Miss
does.
Hubnut and I?
Did I?
That's what it sounded like.
Oh, okay.
You were
Weird.
travelling with yourself, were you?
I'm travelling by myself. Me, myself, and there was always 4 of us. There was me, myself, and I, and you.
Yeah.
But yes, it's been fabulous. Add Hublets.
We found a pigeon.
We did find a pigeon. We found a racing pigeon.
Yeah, it's definitely experiences we wouldn't have had.
No. But the racing pigeon was returned to its owner yesterday. And the owner actually had somebody else's pigeon that he was letting
But
loose.
he released.
Yeah, so yeah, gonna have some vitamins and some food and then hopefully go on its way again. But yeah, fantastic times, and now we're heading homewards. So we have found, I say that, I can't see it, there it is, there it is.
There it is.
We have found a tower that we could see from our campsite. It was intriguing because it's illuminated at night. There it is, there it is.
Yeah, it's a clock tower.
Yeah. Little Ben, wasn't it? Did you say?
Little Ben,
the
it's
nickname.
nicknamed.
Yeah.
But we don't know the actual.
Little Ben. Oh, good. See, that one's called. We're just driving through Great Whitley, and not what I thought it was
No.
called. No.
With the old dirty mind. There it is. Right in front of us. That is very
That
impressive.
is very lovely. What style would you say that is?
It's got a bit of Gothic about it.
It has got a bit of the Gothic.
Well, it wasn't quite the ending we were hoping for, but we've got back home. We're just clearing out the chaos of, well, a few weeks on the road really, all building up, and Bob has collapsed.
It's not too dramatic.
This bracket has pulled out the aluminium at the back.
It should be vertical here.
Yeah.
It needs it's aluminium, so you can hammer it back, and we're going to probably need to brace it in some way.
Yeah, so we've got some reinforcing
But I've
to do
got
there.
to say, the screws were only this long, and I thought, oh, is that broken off? And it hasn't.
That's it.
That's it. There's 2 of those.
Yeah, there's a heck of a lot of stress on those.
There
When
you
you're
go,
when you're
look.
pulling on the back to raise it, it's trying to pull this up. So, yeah, that's not ideal. Must be some very thin material. It was already starting to look like it was bending a bit.
So, yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it is a bit gutting. I am absolutely gutted, actually.
Well, we've got 2 weeks to fix it, haven't we? Pretty
Yeah.
much. So, better do that. But yeah, this is the less glamorous side when you're clearing up the syrup that's spilled on the floor. You're trying to sort the detritus of your life out.
Oh, God, that's my pads.
Okay, we might have to blur those out.
There's more of my pads. I don't know why my pads are everywhere. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, we'll never know. But yeah, that is officially the end of this little segment. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much. We will be getting back to things. We've got merchandise we've got to catch up on most urgently.
There will be 100 more tooks joining the store, but
Yeah,
not give me a day, folks.
no, so we need a break from the break at some point. But we also need to get the Daihatsu working and all that sort of
Yes,
stuff. So
we do.
yeah,
We do.
thank you for watching. Oh, my pants now. Magnificent. And we'll see you in a future video. Farewell.